let's see what we got. Get me a shared link I can copy for my Patreon peoples. I told them I'd post a link when I was going live around 9, which turned to 9:30. Update this post of our Patreon. Notify patrons of this change. Yes. And that's it for today and tomorrow. There's nothing on the screen. There's nothing there to play us out. What does that even mean? To end the show? All right, go, go, go. In 3, 2, 1. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and that's it for today and tomorrow. Okay, so that's posted. We'll just wait a minute and just to make sure enough people come in before I get going on this. Do it. Do it live. F it. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Jenny T, what's up? Don Gel, what's up? Ron Wisnowski, I must break you. No, this is public. This is a public service announcement. Yeah, look at the head on that. Oh, my head hurts. The head like that, I'd be surprised if it didn't hurt. Paul, Tammy, Brooke, Sam, Dom, Esmeralda, Got Robbed, Infomonger, VM Silver Knight, Paka, Gingerbread, Brian, Rock Doctor, and Bailey, David, Murray. It's going too fast. It's going too fast. Oh, you need some beatboxing? Something's about to go down. So, yeah, we're just gonna wait for a few people. You know, we got about 500 in here right now. 456. I don't know. We could, you know. I don't know how crazy you want to get, but we could get crazy. Let's get crazy, 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 and we'll... Did I just see an orb fly down here? This one? No, this one. This one. I thought I saw an orb in front of my shirt. The Almighty. Oh, wait a minute. No, that one's not filling that one. Okay. Let's move on to this next one. May I have your attention? That one's feeling it. Okay. One more. So, okay, y'all saying the audio's low. Let's take a look at some settings here. Microphone. Focus right. We could always bump it up, I think, over here. Headphones. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Is that better from this distance? Now, let's try this again. We'll get to. I'm just letting people get in before I break the news, but. Now let's try this other one. That was the secret code of unlocking knowledge. Okay. Just killing time to let some people come in here, okay? So I don't have to repeat it. People come in, what did he say at the beginning? What is he saying now? Joe, what is that? Dude, I've been on for 15 minutes. Just rewind the damn video and watch it. Mama said, alligator can't brush some teeth out of her tooth, ain't got no toothbrush. Alright. So, okay, here we go. I had an insider, okay? This individual who has told me more than once, like, it's not really an individual, we're a team, if you will. I just say him, I'm pretty sure I'm talking to a he. It's one individual, I believe, that communicates on behalf of this group, if you will. And they were one of the people who told me, like, probably 2 years ago now, regarding, speaking of XRP, you know, I'd ask them, you into crypto? Me and my peeps want to send you like a little bonus or something, man. You just, you know. And he's like, nope, we got into Bitcoin a long time ago in preparation. I go, oh, shit. And I'm like, well, since you've known about it that long, like, you got any, you know, is there any coins or coin you would say definitely hold on to these? And he said, yep, Bitcoin and XRP is what he told me. And then he goes, oh, there's a third one, but it was more like a, you know, risk, take a chance if you want to. But, you know, these are the two. And I thought that was very interesting. Again, 2 years ago, roughly. And so I ended up sharing that with my Patreon back then. So before the election, as in 2020, before the election took place, he had told me, and I think I just asked him, dude, is there anything you can like give me that, you know, like nobody knows it, like just some, you know, because you're calling shit, like you know stuff. Give me something, can you, that hasn't happened yet, but I can tell the people like to look for it or something, you know, like just something that maybe no one else knows about. He goes, yeah, I can tell you this. He goes, look for President Trump's wife, Melania, to address the nation. This is I'm going back now. This is 2020. To address the nation, and the topic's going to be about healing. And I go, okay, cool, thanks, you know. So I tell Patreon and everybody, you know, like, and then we, of course, there was nothing worth hiding. So I think we told you know, all of YouTube. And a few little things that happened. She came out and talked about something, and I'm, Joe, is this it? I'm going, no, I don't think so. I don't think that's it. And then I mentioned something like, you know, we're waiting on Melania Trump to give a speech about healing. Well, he heard me say this and then commented to me privately. It's not a speech. She's going to address the nation, basically. Oh, pardon me. So I told everybody, hey, look, just FYI, they're telling me It's not just some speech she gives somewhere. She's going to like talk to the nation. She's going to address the nation on this. So we see Biden and the January 6th thing happen, right? And then Biden's sworn in the 21st or whatever date it is. I think it's the 21st. But just before that, just before they're walking out of the White House, as in Trump and his wife and all them, she wants to give a speech about how the nation needs to heal with what just happened. And, you know, she addressed the nation on this, and the topic was healing. And then my inbox really started blowing up. Oh my God, this is it, Joe. We thought it was this other thing. And I'm like, I told you it wasn't. I knew it wasn't. This is it. And it was at that point I go, oh my God, Biden was supposed to win the way he won, if you know what I'm saying. This whole thing was supposed to happen just how we saw it happen. We were all waiting. No, they're going to arrest him before he takes office. Before the 6th. Oh, here comes the 6th. Before the 21st. Oh, here's the 21st. They'll get to him before the end of the month. Here's the end of the month. Okay, they're not going to get Biden? What's going on? Right? All the 17th letter stuff. What happened? What? We were all confused. Well, the 17 never told you specifically anything one way or the other. It was all these supposed decoders. I'm a decoder. You didn't decode shit, son. You couldn't decode your butt from a hole in the wall, son. So, it was top high level stuff. That's why it wasn't decoded. They're not just going to tell everybody, you know, oh, it's on this day, you know. This is a massive military operation, essentially. So, but again, once I realized, oh my God, they knew the speech or the addressing of the nation of healing was coming before the election even took place, before we saw the results of the election, whether you liked it or not, whether I liked it or not. And as Biden's getting ready to step into office, late January 2021, and we're all, oh, they're going to arrest him, they're going to do that. No, they're not. Because this person or group of people, whoever this one is, told me that no one in the world, at least publicly, like people like me, had that information. And it sounds so just, oh, okay, thanks. You know, at the time, like, oh, some healing speech. Okay, that's cool. Little did we know how important of an event she would have to say the healing thing about. Oh my God. So, I have tried to speak with this person on, first of all, when they had Twitter, I had Twitter. Of course, I still have Twitter. Everybody's getting banned. You know, follow this person, they get banned. Now they're all gone. You're like, where's all these people that had some info? And they went to Telegram. And I'm like, ooh. And I tried reaching out to them a few times, and I didn't really get a response. And it's been a kind of a long time. I mean, it's been a long time. And all of a sudden today, I'm over at this guy's house out in Spring Hill, Florida, because somebody had reached out to me. Joe, I heard you talking about this place in Clearwater or something for helping people get healed or like problems. And he goes, we've got one of these energy, like frequency machines that sends like electricity through you, very minor, at certain frequencies and this and that. And he goes, you know, maybe that can help. And I go, well, I've got a foot problem that I've had for 13 years now. No one can see anything wrong with it. The MRIs are fine. Everything's fine. Like I'm making it up or something. My foot, you know, I've talked to you guys about this plenty of times. And something's telling me, go check this thing out. So I get with them. And they're like, we're not charging you for it. Just, you know, we just got the thing recently. We want to test it. But so far, we're having really good results with people. All kinds of problems. I go, oh, okay. Now I'm here to tell you, this is my 7th session, I think, was today. And I skip a day or two, and then I go back for another session, skip a day, usually a day, but sometimes 2 or 3 days, go back. And I'm telling you right now, I think my foot is going to be fixed once and for all. But I'm reluctant to give you the 100% yes until a little bit of time has gone by here where I'm really testing it out. But I'm telling you right now, I'm actually shocked that this thing can do what it can do. But then again, am I really shocked considering technologies that have been hidden? And instead of that, go take a pill. Go take a pill. Here's some pain medicine to get you hooked on. You become a druggy junkie on our pain medicine. I'm not gonna tell you what it is or who makes it yet until I figure this out. These things are, this one in particular is extremely expensive. But I had a dream after my first or second session that I bought one. And I was not wanting to tell the guys, hey, I got one too. Because it's like, it's your thing and I just bought one. Like, that's kind of shady. Not that I plan on going into business and compete against them. I thought I'd work with them. But in the dream, I'm like, uh-oh. And then one of them comes in the room and goes, oh, look. Oh, you got one. Cool. I go, oh yeah, it just came in today. And I'm like, uh-oh, you know, and he's like, oh, well, cool. Yeah, good, man. That's awesome that you got one. He was all like, happy for me. I was like, oh, man, I should have asked him in advance. I should have just said, hey, do you mind if I buy one? It's like mostly for me, my family, and friends. Would you be okay with that? You know. So here, Spirit gave me a dream. You bought one. The exact machine, not some other jabroni brand or something. The one they had. There's something about that one, that model. So I'm going, oh my God, I think there's something to this. So I was over there. While I'm over there today, 7th session, 13 years of dealing with this crap, my foot. And those two numbers are extremely important to my treasure hunting, by the way, by chance. Today's my 7th session, 13 years of dealing with this. My phone is dinging, but it's like, I'm not messing with it while I'm getting this little treatment on my foot. And I finally go look at it and I'm like, oh my, is that who I think it is? Oh my God, I haven't heard from this person in like, oh my God, I don't even know, a long time. They just said something and I go, is this like in a group chat? No, it's just to me. And I'm like, oh my God. It's somebody who has intel that has always, repeat after me, always panned out. And they just messaged me out of nowhere. And I'm like, OMG. So they send me, it's all today, a certain, well, let's just call it number 17 message board, a certain post that was posted June 27th, 2019, 4:23 and 57 seconds p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on the old message board, if you know what I'm saying. And the comment of that message is, quote, be ready. Okay. And then they post a headline from Newsweek. I don't even want to say the name, but blank founder, the message board, the number, the 17 thing, founder returns after Roe versus Wade ruling. Quote, remember your oath. So if you've been following that letter lately, they came back alive all of a sudden, like I mentioned the other day. And have been posting stuff, one of which was that, remember your oath. Then it sends me a picture of that same thing with them. Hold on, sneeze incoming. Mute that thing because it would sound like bass. Like it would blow your eardrums out. Achoo! Like the never-ending story when the turtle sneezes. Knocks him off the tree. So again, about the Roe v. Wade, someone came back to post again. Remember your oath. He, this insider, circles the date of this post from this Newsweek site. Once again, like, pay attention, June 26, 2022. But it's not the 2022 that matters. It's the date, June 26. Why does that matter? Because the first one was June 27 that he posted from the old message board, just to say what it said, which was be ready. The next one he's circling is June 26, and I just mentioned that to you. Then he posts something once again that someone wrote last year. Remember your oath. Once again. And then comments, physically comments to me. Thumbs up. Be ready, Delta. Now, what is a Delta? Those of you that followed that old number 17. A Delta was when they posted something on, say today, June 30th, 2018. And then like 2 years later or 3 years later or 1 year later, on the exact day, oh my God, that thing makes even more sense right now because of something that happened like the last couple of days or today. And our minds would be blown. Oh my God, it was a 2-year effing Delta. 2 years to the date, and oh my God, it's incredible. So, be ready, Delta is what he sends me. Thumbs up. Be ready, Delta. Can't talk. Telegram is not secure. All alt direct messages compromised since 2021. So there's no safe private chat anywhere. Keep up the good fight. And basically, by the way, Pelosi, not what you think. We will win. So, keep up the good fight. Pelosi, not what you think. We will win. So if I have to decode that, and by the way, do you guys remember Entheos Shines from Twitter? He was one of those people that had intel that said, oh, hey, go follow Tori says. And then she got nailed. She had a backup account, got nailed, had another backup account, got nailed, and she was gone off of Twitter. Entheos is, as of Monday, back online on Truth Social and has posted just a few little things, some of which sounds eerily familiar about Pelosi. Let me see if I can log in real quick to this. Give me a second here. Try that again. Okay. They, Entheos, posted 1 day ago, and I think, didn't I mention this on my video? Pray for Nancy Pelosi and her husband's salvation. And then he says, Monday. Yesterday, 1 day ago, was Wednesday. So it must be this coming Monday. Whatever the hell that is. So the first is Friday. Saturday is the second. Sunday is the third. The 4th of July, 1776, is Monday. So a very important day for our country, July 4th. Pray for Nancy Pelosi and her husband's salvation on Monday, essentially. That's what Entheos is saying. He just came online a few days ago on Truth Social. So I talked about that. I'm like, hey, I think I put it on Patreon too. And I go, guys, this is very interesting. Now, we go to my insider, which posts something directly to me today. Keep up the good fight. Pelosi, not what you think. We will win. So what does that mean exactly? It means something's probably about to go down. And if Trump gets arrested and Pelosi's out there looking like the person in power or whatever, or, well, let's go there. This person's telling me, this insider, it's not what you think. We will win. So in other words, something's going to happen that would make us think, uh-oh, we're not going to win. What happened to Trump? I thought Trump, again, maybe like I said the other day, oh my God, Trump's going to get arrested. And he'll be whisked off to a safe location. But, oh, he's being arrested. Okay. So if we saw that, we would think, holy crap, we've lost. Like, uh-oh. The comment to me, it's not what you think. Whatever the Pelosi thing is about to be, it's not what we think. And by the way, we will win. So that sounds like a scare thing's going to happen. We're going to lose. We think we're going to lose. We're losing. What just happened? Oh my God, something big with Pelosi. Now she's in charge all of a sudden. Somehow, something happens. And don't worry, it's not what you think. We will win. That's very interesting. And again, the July 4th, well, I guess not really the weekend, but the weekend's here. And then the 4th is Monday, of course. So for them to just message me out of nowhere. And I tried reaching out again to them back October of last year, December last year, February of this year. I've got nothing. Not to say that they owe me anything, but I got nothing. And for them to be thinking of me, because whoever this insider is, I'm not even 100% sure. But they took a liking to me a while ago, like probably over 2 years ago, mentioned that they've seen some of my videos and things and they appreciate what I've done, waking people up and stuff. And that lets me know that they were thinking about me and said, okay, now we can give Joe a little bump, a little boost. Here's some info. Not that it's incredible info per se, but they reached out to me. And this is interesting. Okay, I'm going back even further. This is real interesting. I just noticed this. January 26th, me to them. Last year, 2021. Dude, the Melania healing speech addressing the nation, epic. I said that to them. No response. Are you able to share anything else coming soon? No response. March 14th. Got any intel you can share? Silent for months and months and months and months. Then September comes around, 2021, still 2021. And they post, be ready. That was the last thing they ever said to me. And that was the only response I got this entire time. Be ready. So at the time, you would see that and go, oh, something's about to go down. Be ready. But apparently, now is the be ready. Because the be ready thing was something 17 posted on the message board, which he has now sent to me today, this person. The be ready meme, if you will, the be ready thing on the boards. So he also circled the date, the 27th of that post on the board. And then the thing about Roe versus Wade. Now, keep in mind, on Entheos's Truth Social account, he wrote, take a look at this. Bold prediction, we will have another 1865 moment under Donald Trump. Nightmare that is Roe versus Wade will be overturned in year 2022. This is the kind of shit that Entheos was posting way a long time ago when he was totally fine on Twitter. And then people were finding his shit going, oh my God, like not this one, but other ones going, oh my God, how'd you know that 3 years ago? Other things. So October 21st, 2017. And we're in 2022, but Donald Trump's not in charge, right? I mean, Joe Biden's in charge. Huh. That's a strange thing, isn't it? Almost like the Melania Trump thing happening. So I said, you know what? Let me go over to one of those apps of 17. you can search for stuff. And type in 06/26 as in the date. Is that not going to work? We have to type in June. Yeah, the phone's a little different. And I'm just going to read you some of the deltas, because this person direct messaging me is telling me essentially pay close attention to the deltas. They basically told me this, and they're circling dates and stuff, right? So I think June 26 and June 27 might be kind of interesting to see what was posted delta wise back in the day. So June 26, 2020, because it's going to go from most recent to oldest, stand at the ready. But the be ready meme is here too. That's interesting. As the darkness falls, so does our enemies. The next few weeks will demonstrate our resolve. That was also June 26, 2020. These are all June 26, 2020 from right now. Rising to the occasion, understanding what's at stake. God bless each and every one of you. We will not fail. And then we have some from 2018. Airplane on a tarmac. Somewhere. And then some pictures from above. Need clues. Access to cockpit. Frame of shot. Expand your thinking. They're showing some scenes from flying above. I'm not sure where exactly this is. Back to June 26, still June 26, 2018. Desperate agencies do stupid things. Dead cat bounce. You may have the site, but we have the source. Panic is good. Panic is right. July 2018, the month the world discovers the truth. Conspiracy no more. Time to feed. But again, if this is a delta, June 26, 2018, 4 years ago, what is he talking about? That July came and went. We didn't see anything in particular. What happened then? Future proves past. Keys unlock. So in that post, it's a June 26, 2018 post telling you July 2018. In other words, July in a few days, 2022, maybe. The month the world discovered the truth. Conspiracy no more. Time to feed. I'm just looking at some of that. Again, they're showing more pictures of this plane, some plane flying. We're not 100% why. And then there's another post. JA with the greater than symbol, June. SR greater than June. So those could be probably Julian Assange. And didn't we just hear something about Julian Assange? Was it in this month of June? They were going to do the extradition thing? Or was that Snowden? Snowden? Julian? I thought it was Julian Assange recently. And then the comment is, it's almost July. And here we are, almost July. Some of these have a long stuff I don't want to just read. What else do we have? SR and JA in June. Anything coincident to review image location. Nothing provided as random. SFO, JFK, I guess San Francisco, I guess it's airport. The airplane was an A321 direct flight. It was from San Francisco to JFK, I guess. SR and JA in June. So Julian Assange, who's SR? Who's SR? You guys can think of anything. But it says, okay, JA in the news, think JC. Server unlocks SR. MS-13, those two that got killed by the phones, unlock command and control. ETA estimated it has begun. That's the last post. So, anyways, Seth Rich is JR. Someone said. Seth Rich June. JA June, which I figured would be Julian Assange. SR is, yeah, so Seth Rich. It's almost July. So all I know is, yeah, I'm not going to tell you the machine that's done yet about the frequency machine. I don't even know the name of it anyways right now, like the exact name. But I do think I'm going to be buying one of these things, and they are very expensive. I'm talking a few tens of thousands of dollars expensive for one effing machine. But nothing could fix my foot. Nothing showed up on an MRI. Nothing showed up on an X-ray. The doctors are telling me to, get lost, try a foot insert, shoe insert. Bought a shoe insert. It made it 10 times worse. It was the worst pain I ever had out of it. I'm going, I can't live like this. I have to do something else. And I don't know what the something else is because I've tried everything. I'd ask Spirit at night, show me something. Do I need to do injections in my foot of like stem cells? What do they would not show me anything. And I'm like, why? Why won't they show me anything? There's got to be some solution. And then this person reaches out to me. And it's like, hey. And I'm thinking, a frequency machine? Like, that's going to fix my foot? Okay. And something was like, you stay in touch with that person, and it's not take you that long to get out to Spring Hill, Florida. You may want to entertain that. So I was in communication with them, and then I was we had to drop Ashley off somewhere, and it was like on a Sunday, like not this last Sunday, but the Sunday before. And I'm like, I need to see if I can go see them today. Like, today's the day. I need to go over there. So I texted them, hey, or can I come today? Like, I know it's Sunday. I don't know, I wasn't sure if they were running like a business out of a house or out of, they had a little clinic. I wasn't real sure, if they even open on Sundays, And I just said, well, when I get home, I'll check the response, and then I'll just get in my car and leave. And so he's like, yeah, come over right now. All right, I'm on my way. Got the first thing. Now, I'm going to show you something on my foot here. If I can. Because this is kind of a little squishy back here. All right, so this is my bad foot. And I got some little trash on there. What is that? What is this? Might have been tape from earlier. Tape residue or something. We had some tape on there. But this pinky toe, you can probably, well, it's a little dark, but there's a scar right here. And then on the front side of my foot, which you can kind of see, there's a scar right here. Okay? So in between here and here, but inside, in the meat of the foot, if you will, is where this pain was. I was running on a treadmill, 2009, just trying to get into shape and stuff. Went to work, and I've been doing it for like a month. Go to work, the next day I'm getting out of my car, walking across the parking lot. I just was walking normally. Felt like something kind of snapped or like just popped in my foot. I wasn't real sure. Instant pain. Oh my God, I'm hobbling, I'm limping. What the F just happened to my foot? And if this was my foot and this is my pinky toe, if I had to take my shoe off, it hurt so bad. If I just did this, a little bit of a squeeze, oh my God, that hurt. Oh my God. But it would hurt mostly in this area. But it was like squeeze, oh my God, that hurt so bad. I was driving for 2 weeks without my left shoe on. Just having the shoe on hurt. I'm thinking it'll heal up, it'll heal up. Didn't heal up. I need to go get an x-ray. Nothing shows up. Okay, better get an MRI. Nothing shows up. Maybe it's an inflamed nerve, they say. Maybe it's nobody knows. We'll do exploratory surgery. They do. They cut a little area out. Doesn't fix the problem. Try to get another surgery done late, like 2 years later, because I'm still having problems. Like, no one wants to do it. Like, can you explore there some more? There's got to be something. No one wants to do it. Go to Mexico. My wife's doctor knew somebody out there. They've said, yeah, we'll do one. So they instead of coming in from the top, they kind of came in a little bit from the top, but then went down here to that place I showed you and really opened it up to take a good look. And he's like, yeah, there may be a cyst or something. There's some tissue in there, but of course there was scar tissue from the first surgery. And once again, time goes by. Yeah, I'm still having my problem. At least they were willing to do it because I asked them to do it. Other doctors, we don't want to do it. You already had one surgery. We don't want to do it. Okay. And then I finally had a third surgery. And they did go in through the top. But he goes, I do see a little dot like on the MRI or maybe the X-ray. And he goes, I've got a portable X-ray machine so that when you're under and I'm going in there, I'll put the X-ray machine in to see if I cut that little thing out because there's something in there right there. I go, okay. So he says, yeah, everything's, I got it. It doesn't show up anymore. Okay. Well, guess what? Still have the problem. Years have gone by. It comes, it goes. If I'm carrying weight or I'm stepping on something, and that just hit that sweet spot, I might aggravate it. Next thing you know, I brought on the pain for the next week or two. And, I shouldn't have been carrying those, that 70-pound whatever thing, and walking across my yard. That was stupid, boom. And then there's other times where I didn't do anything, and it just freaking starts hurting out of nowhere. Like it goes through these cycles. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to get out of bed. I'm like, oh, it's going up my leg into my butt, my left cheek. Oh man, like that sciatic nerve. Like oh my God, it's just aggravating everything along the way. Yet it's coming from my foot, because that's like super hurt, So again, I'm not like, I'm ready to chop this effing thing off, chop the effing toe off, cut down to the area where it kind of hurts, just cut the whole effing thing out. I'm just so sick of it. And then this guy emails me. And I'm like, well, I have nothing to lose. And I'm one of those guys who easily will say, yeah, I've tried everything and I'm willing to try anything. Let's do it. Even though frequency machine, dude, give me a break. What is it going to do? Be like a singing bowl on my foot? Bing, But I'm like, you know how things are. You may want to test this out because no, it's not just going to be sending a tone through your leg, your foot. And something was like, yeah. So I thought I sat on it for a few days. And then I had some things come up. I'm like, all right, yeah, I can't come yet. Let me get back to you on Monday. Okay, like next week. All right. It was Sunday, and I go, I need to contact them. Today's the day. I need to go over there today. I just know it. Yeah, come on over. First session. So I couldn't really wiggle my feet, my two toes. These two, the pinky and the next one. I ever since the injury, honestly, I don't remember ever being able to wiggle these two toes. Like, forget about it. Now, if I wiggle the other ones, the whole foot, yeah, that one would kind of come with them, but not on its own free will, so to speak. Like where you can see it bending. So the pinky toe, on the other hand, was, for all intents and purposes, dead. Like, couldn't wiggle it, couldn't move it, no matter what. Even with the other ones, it would just kind of sit still on its own and be like, you guys can move, but I'm not moving. So after my first session, I think I went home, and then it was like either that night or the next morning I was taking a shower, and I just kind of got out and just remember curling my toes, and I go, did that second one move? This one? I go, I think it's like, but like wiggle like on its own free will. So like, I'm like, nah, maybe it's not. When's the last time you checked that? And I go, I don't know. But I'm going, yeah, but I just noticed that. Man, I think something's going on. Wasn't sure yet. So I said, all right, coming back for session 2. Got my phone out. Tried to wiggle my feet and see, like, here's what it looks like after the first session. Recorded it. Second session, or third session, fourth session, record. And I'm going, that damn toe is moving a little bit more now. Oh my gosh, it's moving even more. By around the 5th session, I think, maybe in the 4th, but the 5th, this toe was kind of like there's a little twist to it. Like instead of being nice and straight, it has a little twist. And that might have been because of the surgery when they sewed me up, pulled it, or the muscle or the scar tissue or whatever. I don't know. But it still has this little twist. So I'm trying to wiggle the toe, the whole thing, all of them. And we noticed the toe straightens itself out briefly. It straightens out like this, boom. Instead of being twisted, it goes dink. And I go, oh, wait a minute, do that again? Dink. And I go, okay, I'm trying to physically make it do this. Yet the response is from the twist going, eek. So I just, again, had a 7th session today now. And I mean, I'm gonna try to show you. We're gonna do it. F it. I'll do it live. What's this crap? Like, what is this? There's some kind of little. It might be the tape stuff they had on my foot earlier. I don't know. It's like 2 dots. All right. So watch the pinky. What is this? There's some more. Oh, a little piece of a leaf. All right. So let me see. We're gonna do this live, and you can kind of see how my pinky toe is a little messed up, right? Like it's like off to the side. But you can see that second to last toe definitely moves. I'm going to try to give you a side shot of the pinky. You can actually see it trying to move a bit. But I said to them, you know, even if this thing doesn't move ever again. Matter of fact, both of those toes didn't have any improvement. As long as the freaking pain goes away, I'll chop the damn things off. I don't even care. Just the freaking pain is just comes and it goes, and I want to go treasure hunt. I want to hike. I want to do things, and I got this effing problem. Are you kidding me? It's the last person on earth who needs a problem like this. You know, it sucks. And it's just, I'm telling you, like I was walking and I'm going, there's always that little feeling that I'm just used to now after 13 years of this, that it's always in the foot. It's just a little feeling, even if it's not a pain, it's like letting you know, yeah, that thing, whatever is wrong is still here. And I'm like, I'm starting to, my foot is actually starting to feel like, I think what it used to feel like before, which I don't even remember so long ago. It's going back to feeling like a normal foot's supposed to feel. And I can tell something's wrong in my foot because I was like, where's that thing at? It's not there. And I'm going, oh my gosh, I can kind of walk normal. So on Monday, I needed to take the helicopter to a place in Tennessee, my Schweitzer helicopter. They work on these things. I've gotten some little parts and things I needed for it. Great guys. And there's just nobody around here that really deals with those. There's one place on the East Coast, but it's just, they don't want to work on it. We don't have time. It's too old. I'm like, whatever. So these guys are like, we'll work on anything. Yeah, bring it up. So I have to put it on a trailer. So I had a trailer. I bought a trailer when I first got the helicopter because I knew I'd be trailering this thing probably to New Mexico at some point rather than flying it. Because when you fly it, you're ticking down all the timed components that have to be replaced when they zero time out. And that shit's expensive, for buying stuff. So only fly it when you need to fly it. Don't be flying it 20 hours or 25 hours in New Mexico just to get there and then fly in the mountains. No. You need to trailer that out to save those 25 hours of component times. You know what I mean? So I know that I have to bring it there. And he's like, I said, I just had the annual done on it, which is, for those of you who don't know about this stuff, when you have aircraft, you have to do an annual every single year, pretty much at the same month. And they inspect all kinds of different stuff, send things out to get checked, bring it back. Yep, everything checked off. Okay, you're good. I sign off. Here's my ID code. You can go, you're airworthy. You're good. And in a helicopter, it's thousands and thousands of dollars every year. Fix the thing, fixed expense, deal with it. You want to be a helicopter pilot? F you, that's your fee. And an annual in this damn thing's about $8,000 a year. But I knew that getting into this, and it is what it is. So it needs a main rotor thrust bearing because it's about to time out in about 50 hours. So I'm like, well, I might as well just get it done. It has a front crankshaft seal slightly leaking a little bit of oil. Again, need to be fixed. A couple little things. Yep, I'm going to bring it up. So he says we can work on it middle of July, second week of July. If you can get it up here, I'll have it 2 to 3 weeks. You can come get it back. Okay. So I decide, I get this little thing inside. You probably should bring it up sooner if they'll let you bring it up sooner. You don't need it now anyways. You're not going to be flying it with an oil leak. It's not good. Why don't you just load it up and bring it now? So I text them, yeah, no problem. When do you think you're coming? Next week, which is this week. So I decided Monday, that's the day. So I got to take the 3 main rotor blades off. Got some help. Get them off. Got the helicopter on the trailer and all that stuff, which we just winched it up. And as part of that, you have to climb up on the back, right behind the, bubble canopy, where the 2 fuel tanks are and the engine is. You kind of climb up there, and there's these 2 connecting rods, support beams, that are maybe an inch and a half thick, you know, like maybe like that, your thumb, maybe a little bigger. And you're standing on those with your feet. So like you're balancing on those two things. Those are the places that you're allowed to stand on. And you go up there and you can inspect the rotor head. Like when you're doing your, like if I want to go fly, I need to do my, inspections of everything to make sure it's, there's no issues, and check out the aircraft. So I was up there, not for that, but I'm getting ready to take these blades off. So I'm gonna be up here for a little while. This person's back there. We're gonna turn it, take the next blade out, do all this stuff. And then by the time I was done that day, I'm like, I can kind of tell this is one of those things is gonna aggravate my foot for sure. The way this little thing I'm standing on, like for sure. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, today, never got hurt, never came on, never bothered me at all. And I go, now that's something that would have hurt my foot, like it would have aggravated it. And then doesn't mean it'll hurt the same day, but like the next day or two, it'll be there. And like, damn it, I shouldn't have done that. I knew better. You know how that goes. So it didn't do any, it didn't hurt. And I'm going, well, son of a bitch. And I also think, I'm not sure, but I think, because this device is sending an electrical signal, literally electricity through you at certain frequencies. And there may be some kind of a technology in here that we just don't know about. And you can kind of feel it zap you sometimes depending on the spot. And, and that's usually a sign that there's a problem if you're feeling the zap. So it's working on something. But I think it also, as part of this current is going through you, if you have scar tissue, I think it just like zaps it into oblivion or something. I don't know. Because like even doing this with my pinky toe, it was really tight. Like, oh, it was almost like something was just in there holding stuff together. Like, was it the scar tissue? Is it a muscle thing? Like you try to pull it apart and it's like, oh, that kind of hurts. Pull it more. Oh yeah, that kind of hurts. Stop. Like put it back. Just leave it alone. Okay, just stay where you were. And of course it's hurting in that same spot doing this. Well, I can grab that toe right now and do this, no problem. And it doesn't feel like it's got, it's, being held back by scar tissue or whatever it is. So whatever the hell's happening, it's pretty incredible. And I'll just say this too. There's some preliminary testing that's going on. And I'll be very careful how I say this. I'll just use one word. Tumors. Tumors and such. Same technology. And I'm going, I want to follow that. So keep me up to date with that individual who stopped by, because they are letting you work on them. And they go, we're about to get an MRI in another week to see if it's shrunk. And I'm going, but you've only been working on it for less than a week. Like, is that it? Don't you think you should space that out? Like, let the thing, he goes, we're just telling you, this thing works pretty effing quick. We're not saying it'll be disappeared or any kind of problem, but it does something, and we want to go get an MRI and check it out. And we think there might be some good results. And I go, well, son of a bitch. No wonder why I saw myself buying one in the dream. And I'm telling you, tens of thousands of dollars to buy one of these things. But if this thing, and I don't know yet, if it can fix my foot, and I've already told you, I'm quite optimistic right this moment, for good reason. I will be buying one, and I will use it on people. And I just can't believe the things that it is capable of dealing with. I'll say it like that. But I need to go in for more than just the normal 6 sessions, because of this problem was so long, and like this is not something like I just injured myself the other day, and no. You've left it how it was. You've got surgeries 3 on it, scar tissue. Like, you're not getting out of there with just 6 sessions. And Woo Dude's like, yeah. He goes, I think you're onto something. He goes, but what I'm hearing is you're gonna have to do quite, a number more than 6, like more than 6 for sure. He goes, in your case. So I'm going, okay, that could be 10, that could be 12, it could be 15. I don't know, but it's a trip that I can easily take. It's not too far for me to drive, totally worth the drive. And of course, if I end up getting one, I just do it on myself, just do it on myself. Basically, you can just do it on yourself. The guy that bought it, that lives out there, he goes, I was just about to get a knee replacement done. I was literally just about to schedule it. He goes, and I thought, let me just try this damn thing out. He goes, and I only had done two or three sessions. I forgot what he told me. On his knee. He goes, just a few days later, I was taking a shower and I'm standing there and it went click. I felt a little pop in my knee. It didn't hurt. It was like, oh, what was that? Huh. He goes, I felt my knee. It felt pretty good. It felt fine. And he goes, and my issue was bone on bone. That was the main issue, by the way. I go, okay. And I go, so how long has it been now? And it's already been a few weeks. And I go, and you haven't had any trouble with it? He goes, I have not had a single thing happen trouble-wise with it since it popped back, whatever popped. He goes, but it never did that until I started using this machine. He goes, so I'm pretty excited about it. And I'm like, well, me too. Like, this sounds pretty interesting. So, Penny Kelly talked about these med beds and all this, which are frequency technology type things. And there may be something to this. I'm just going to tell you. I don't know how it would actually work. I don't really know the real scientific thing behind it. Like, how is all of a sudden it going to fix something? Like, for me, how could it possibly fix something that's been on here in my life for 13 years? The expert upon experts, surgeons, pay me $400 to come just say hi and bye, that we can't do anything for you. Get out of my office. Nope. But this freaking little silly machine, you just put two electrodes, one here, one there, whatever, and you kind of move them around, find your little sweet spots. Oh, that's zapping me right there. Okay, hold it there for a little bit. Let's change the frequency, change it to another frequency. Okay, now let's move it again. Like, that's the thing that's helping me the most right now. Like, are you kidding me? But I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you, because I'm living it. It's not even me telling you that I know somebody that had a foot problem, and I know the person personally. Trust me, he's my best friend. It's me. I'm using it, and usually they're doing it to me, but today and the other day, I did it myself. I'm like, well, I can do that. Why make you guys do it? Let me do it. If I could reach it, not stretch in a weird way to, get the thing, like, let me just do it. And, oh yeah, fine. So, I was doing it to myself, but, like, I'm doing it. This is my account, my firsthand account. I'm having positive results in my foot so far. I can't say that it's fixed or healed just yet. And when that day does come, I'm going to have to be very careful about how I even say it on effing YouTube. Oh, you can't say that. Oh, hold on. The machine is FDA approved as a therapeutic. It should be approved way beyond therapeutic. But so far, it is FDA approved as a therapeutic. Which I like, because anybody can operate it without a license, without some stupid college-educated nonsense bozo degree. And imagine working, like I told them, I'm thinking my kids, my two daughters, like, we'll set up I'll set it up right on my property. You have people, how many people have, forget the other thing about the tumor, pain problems. Oh, that's bothering my neck thing. I got this thing in my back. How many people have a pain problem? And how many people who don't have a pain problem have some kind of accident, something happens, and then they do have a pain problem? Sooner or later, the clientele list for this kind of thing is never ending. And I'm like, I think I want to work with these guys. And cryptos do their thing or whatever. I'm going, I may have to buy a few of these for these guys. They can set them up. They already have a clinic. They got an office space set up, ready to go. Upon the finishing of these trials that they're doing, essentially. And it's just like, well, the only thing stopping us is getting more of the machines because they're so damn expensive. And I'm like, well, I might be a silent partner, investor, with some crypto stuff here. I'll convert that into cash and convert that right into one of these machines and then buy another one, and then, start helping people. But what more satisfaction could you get working for money, your wages, knowing, oh my God, I've healed this person or helped this person with a chronic pain or chronic something, whatever issue. And I didn't have to cut into them, they take the pill, take a shot, they put you under, got to call the anesthesiologist, the hospital, surgery center. No. Just sit down in that chair, play with your phone if you want, watch TV, take a snooze. You want the singing bowls next to you, play with those, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to work on your lower foot here with these two things. Total session today is going to be about an hour long. We're going to do a bunch of different frequencies, and we're going to work on several different parts of your foot because so much stuff is interconnected down there. You know, even though that's your sweet spot, let's figure out some other areas. And that's exactly what happened with me. We've said, oh, well, that I can feel that too over here. You know, like it's not just in this area, you know, where I told you. It's like, and this would be my foot. Like, well, what is this? What connects here? Because I kind of, when you're doing it, I can feel it there. It's a little, you know, a little bit of a soreness. Oh, that's the next toe over. I don't know. Well, keep going because it's doing something. I can feel it. Let's go over one more. Nope, I don't feel anything. Nope, nothing. Let's go over one more. Nope, nothing. How about here? Nope, nope, nope. Up here? Nope, 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 nope. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Yeah. Back here again. Oh, yeah, there it is. Right there. Okay, so we know it's not just this little spot. It's this thing here, too, going to that toe. It's this next one over here in the next toe. And in between there or whatever. Oh, and then he's over here. Oh, wait, what's that? Oh, shit, there's something going on here, too, right here. Yes, right in there. Damn, I can feel that. Okay. So it's like easy trial and error. And it can't hurt if you're in the wrong spot anyways. I don't know what this electrical charge is doing to your body or to your cells or to whatever. It's almost like, you know, if I was making up a weird way of how this worked, it's like each of your cells is a little tiny battery. And you got damaged somehow, you know, my foot, and it depleted all the batteries in that area. Nothing can recharge them. Like they're just dead. They're not going to come back. You can't fix it. Like that's the problem. And then all of a sudden you jump start them. You set them up to a battery charger, which is this thing. Let's just say, again, this is a made up story right now. And that electrical current is now flowing through all those cells in your body in that area. And they're all being charged up after being dead for 13 years. Oh, they took a charge first try. They're going to need some more because, again, 13 years, a lot of damage. But they took the charge. They're already starting to work now. They're going to start repairing. And then you come in for the second session, boost them up again. Third session, boost them up again. It's almost like that, even though that's not even true. Like, I'm just trying to put this in layman's weird way terms of how this thing might freaking work. It is different frequencies. It is an electrical charge. And I'd ask Spirit, there's a person selling a company selling two of these devices that I think this one is one that does both, the one I've been using. But this is two separate devices, but they're way cheaper. Should I entertain those? Maybe I'll buy those. I get a weird dream that was kind of like something's like it was almost like they might kind of work, but then no, like that's not gonna, like it was just kind of a like, nah, not quite. And then the very next day, I wake up after that dream. My one friend from Australia who's psychic, he goes, all right, Joe, it's been like a few months since we last talked, but I just got a download. I'm supposed to call you today. There's something you need to tell me. I go, oh yeah, there is. I've been using this freaking frequency machine on my foot. I've been kind of wanting to tell you about it. I think there's something to it. Like it's actually going to work. He goes, oh my gosh. So we start talking about it. And then I mentioned there's another pair of them that are different company. But they're way cheaper. And who cares who makes them? And he goes, no. He goes, I'm getting like they claim to do the same thing, but there's something about the one that you're talking about that's really expensive. That's the one. They're telling me that's the one. Don't bother the other one. And I go, well, I'm glad you said that. I said, because my dream was kind of off. Like it wasn't just real direct. It took some interpretation. But I still left going, I think they're telling me not to mess with that one, but I'm not real sure. And then he calls me to basically tell me, oh yeah, do not mess with that one. Don't waste your time. And I go, yeah. And the funny thing was, when I did have the dream, the day after, I think my first or second session with the machine, I wasn't asking any questions to Spirit. I wasn't telling Spirit, hey Spirit, should I get one of these machines? Give me a dream tonight. No, I was just going to bed. And I have a dream that I bought one, and I kind of did it like, you know, kind of like a jabroni. Like, you should have at least asked those guys, like, do you mind if I get one? Like, is it going to be okay if I buy one, mainly for myself and family? You going to be okay if I buy one of these things? I want to, like, undercut you. But in the dream, it was like, no, I have to have it. I'm just going to do it. Because sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. And that was my mindset in the dream. Like, you got to have one of these. Just get it. And then the freaking guy one of them walks in the room in the dream. Oh, you got one. And he was happy for me. And I thought, oh shit, here it comes. Like, I went behind their back and got it. You know, like, oh man. But he wasn't like that. So I was just like, oh, phew. And then I woke up. And I thought, well, if I am being shown that I'm buying one of these, and I know how expensive this is, it's incredibly expensive. This has to work for somebody or something in my life that I'm buying one. And I'm hoping the first person is me that realizes, oh my God, it does work. And again, it appears to be doing something. I can easily move that toe now like this without it going, oh, stop, like something's pulling on it, it's tight, whatever. Is it dead scar tissue, that, whatever, messed up muscle holding and froze up, you know, because there's a muscle that goes across in your foot too. And we were just looking at one of these books he had on like the anatomy of your foot or something that showed this other thing here. And it might be part of that muscle going across, but it's in that area if that's the issue, not this side. Because we zapped it over there and it was like, no, there's nothing going on here. It's here. So again, my plan is to really triple check that, you know what, it feels like it's fixed. Let me go for like a month, you know, like any day now it should be hurting. Okay, it hasn't hurt. It's been 2 months, still hasn't hurt. Nope, haven't had a thing of pain at all. Okay, maybe time to do the video, guys. By the way, I went ahead and bought one, and you know, they've got a clinic going in Spring Hill now. If you sign up with them, you know, here's how you contact them, because they're not even set up for that yet, but they will be. And again, it's all timing's everything. You know how it is. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen. But if I could help them buy a few of these things, again, be like a little silent investor or something, even set up a small little clinic, you know, nearby or whatever, and have my daughter's running the thing instead of working for some jabroni restaurant, this or that or whatever. You work for yourself, essentially, helping people, heal people, cure, not necessarily cure, but, you know, help people, heal people. What better thing, you know, just that. And by the way, girls, you don't have to work for minimum wage. I'm not the big guy, Joe Biden, where you got to give me your big cut. I'm not the big guy. But I do want to set you girls up for success. And yes, I did have to pay for those machines, so you do have to pay me. You know, I got to get paid back, and so does the other guys. We all, you know, we're our team. So, anyways, that's kind of it for now. Again, get ready for probably a really, really interesting weekend. My insider contacted me. If you didn't catch it, rewind the video and start watching from the beginning. But my insider contacted me to say, basically, get ready again. Like, and he said, by the way, the thing with Pelosi, it's not what you think. We will win. So again, that's telling me something's going to go down. Again, maybe Trump's arrested. Pelosi's in this huge position of power. It's looking like we've lost. You know, the gut punch, so to speak, that Juan O'Saven's been talking about. Maybe that happens. And he's telling me it's not what it seems. We win. So I think is what he was telling me. So again, we got the 4th of July weekend coming up here. And it's going to be, I think, really interesting to see what happens. So on that note, my friends, JSNIP4 is